gone. Found my way. Just the rhythm under feet. Rising up, finally. We shine in the dark. 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 Heavy head, floating now, balance found. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. Sun goes down. Soul is open. Clear of mind. Finally. We shine in the dark. We shine in the dark. We shine in the dark. We shine in the Walking on, found the peace, found the way. We shine in the dark.
Quiet. Keep it smooth.
Moving in slow mo, shaping the stress low. I put it going while the smoke out the window blow. Real assets, I don't need to put on a show. Watching the paper stack, keeping it on the low. Moving in slow motion, leaving the stress low. Quiet wins only. That's if I'm only where I go. I bought the Acre just to hear the wind speak. Yesterday was pressure, today I'm at the peak. High end leather, but I'm focused on the deep. Cutting out the snakes, planting every single seed. Transactional romance, keep the feelings in the vault. If the profit drops, I know it ain't my fault. Leverage the title, put the balance in the black. Moving through the city with a target on my back. The energy is calm, eyes heavy, mind sharp. Built the corporate empire out of some dark. Checking on the closing while I'm leaning in the seat. Authentic from the start, I never knew a treat. Moving in slow mo, sheep in the stress low. Ain't quit it going while the smoke out the window blow. Real assets, I don't need to put on a show. Watching the paper stack, keeping it on the low. Moving in slow motion, stress low. Quiet wins only. That's the only way I go. I don't need a crowd, I prefer to move solo. Avoiding all the cameras, keep the profile low, bro. Burden of the leader is a heavy weight to bear. I'm breathing in the peace while they gasping for air. Institutional distrust, keep the banking offshore. I already won, I ain't keeping make a score. Luxury is silent, they don't need to make a sound. I'm 10 feet up while they stuck on the ground. Still keep the edge, keep the tool in the stash. In case they think the calm means I'm soft for the cash. One hand on the wheel, one hand on the bag. Moving with a purpose, I don't know. Loving in slow motion, sheep in the stress low. Equity growing while the smoke out the window blow. Real assets, I don't need to put on a show. Watching the paper stack, keeping it on the low. Moving in slow motion, keeping the stress low. Quiet wins only. That's the only way I go.
Wait, grass cut low.
Watch for the snakes, quiet. Comes to deal in mindlessly. Stay on that hit. Stay high.
Bass enters with a lazy 93 BPM walking groove.
Stepping over the mess, barefoot on a cool wood grain, steeping jasmine leaves until the water turns pale. The steam hits my face like a quiet blessing. Take it in. Nobody has my attention today. I am deep in the green of the ivy, watching the morning climb up the red brick. My piece is expensive, don't ask for a discount. No way. I am reclaiming the air in my lungs, floating above the noise. Way up. Floating above the noise. Clear sky. Weightless in the heavy, steady in the drifts. Floating above the noise. They are out there chasing their tails again, barking at the wind for a bit of notice. I am sitting on the porch with a heavy book, checking my spirit for any leaks or holes. Old man Jonas from across the holes. Old man Joe nods from across the street. He knows the secret of a long walk. The roots do not move for the storm. They just hold on. I am holding on to me. Grounded. The energy don't lie when the room gets loud. Floating above the noise. Way up. Floating above the noise. Clear sky. Weightless in the heavy, steady in the drifts. Floating above the noise. Muted trumpet solo over a swelling sub-bass. Height is a choice you make every morning. Frequency is a habit I had to learn. I tuned out the loudness a long time ago. Now the silence is a symphony. I am the only one with a ticket, just me. Extended vamp with instrumental focus. Floating above the noise. Keep your feet off the ground, let them talk. It doesn't reach this altitude. Just a quiet flex, a crown made of breath and patience. Stay up. Yeah, we good up here. Don't come down for nothing. Just the breeze and the jasmine. Way up. Way up.
Music fades out slowly on a single road's note.
Urban lamps don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban beams don't rush.
Keep it slow.
Watching the traffic, it slide like oil.
Slide like oil.
Sipping on something to keep off the coil.
Off the coil.
Ambition is quiet, I'm planting the soil.
Plant the soil.
Avoiding the snakes and the heat when it boil.
Let it boil.
Rolling the purple, I'm losing the clock.
Where the clock.
Focus is heavy like late in the lock. Waiting for paper to fill up the block.
Fill up the block.
Moving the silence, I'm keeping it rock.
Keep it rock.
Urban lamps don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Tinted the windows, I'm ghost in the seat.
In the seat,
Craving the balance and missing the fleet.
Mr. Fleet,
Thinking of millions while watching the street.
watch the street.
Victory tasting like something so sweet.
So sweet, so sweet.
I got the vision, I got the drive.
Got the drive,
Grinding in secret, just feeling alive.
feel alive.
Waiting for moment for me to arrive.
To arrive,
Watching the way that the hustle survive.
it's a vibe.
Urban lamps don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush.
No,
Urban beams don't rush. Urban beams don't rush.
don't rush.
Urban lamps don't rush. Urban lamps don't rush. Urban beams don't rush. Urban beams don't rush.
Don't rush. Urban lamps, keep it moving slow. Urban beams, quiet money talk. Don't rush.
Keep it floating. Leaning heavy on the iron rail. Watch the gray silk drift and part. The hype makes everything taste sweet. I don't need to shout to feel tall. My moves are quiet like the mist. Just leather seats and velvet air. No noise, just the pulse in my wrist. We did it without the cameras on. Just a private toast to the skyline. The lady in blue is breathing slow, and I'm just a witness to the cool. Haze over the city tonight. Haze over the city. Haze over the city tonight. Yeah, settling in. Haze over the city tonight. Just let it breathe. Haze over the city tonight. The brick feels warm beneath my palm. Below me the iron snake hums along the track. But up here the wind is sugar soft. I'm counting wins in the back of my mind. Like a prayer said in a low voice. Silk shirt catching the midnight draft. I remember when the climb felt steep. Now the view is just a mirror of the peace. Such a long way up. Organic rhythm in the way she moves. The town is a sanctuary tonight. Haze over the city tonight. Haze over the city. Haze over the city tonight. Floating high above it. Haze over the city tonight. Let it wrap around her. Haze over the city tonight. It's a sacred kind of stillness. When the world stops asking for more. Don't ask for more. I'm just a ghost in a good suit. Reverence for the way the smoke curls. Higher than the steeples. Deep in the pocket of the night. Haze over the city tonight. Yeah, just let the roads play. Haze over the city tonight. It's a quiet victory, babe. Haze over the city so quiet. Tonight. No one has to know but us. Just a haze. Stay in the pocket. Haze over the city tonight. Let the rhythm take the lead. Ash falls like gray snow. Smoke climbs a velvet ladder. Breath heavy with sweet resin. The world spins below the ledge. I am stationary, weightless in the dark. Watching the pulse of the tide. Everything moves in slow motion now.
We bleed blue,
isn't the victory, just the blood in my wrist. A predator at rest, watching the stars change shape, watching the stars change shape. The sky is a dark ocean, I am a stone at the bottom, holding the wind like a secret, warm under the skin. I don't need to say a word, the silence is loud enough. Floating high, stay here.
Keep the secret. We blue.
Heavy syncopated sub-bass kicks in, dusty vinyl crackle. A muted trumpet wails softly in the distance.
Spoken word low and intimate, asphalt holds the heat of the day, leaning back against the cold stone. Watching the glass towers pulse blue, skyline sparks catching the river. The air is thick like wet wool. No one is watching me now, that is the victory I keep. A private win in the dark. The dark is a heavy blanket. Exhale slow and watch it drift. Exhale slow and watch it drift. Gray plumes twisting toward the black. The city moves, I stay still. Some melodic and hypnotic, we pulse in the haze. Pulse in the haze. We pulse in the haze. Pulse in the haze. We pulse in the haze. Higher now. We pulse in the haze. Ash falls like silent black snow. The weight of the sky feels right. Stars are just silver nails tonight, pinning back curtain nails tonight, pinning back the curtain of noise. No need for the loud praise. My pockets are full of quiet, walking a line nobody sees, under the canopy of the void, where the pressure disappears, detached but I see it all. The world is a blurred photo and I am the sharpest edge. Some melodic and hypnotic, we pulse in the haze. Pulse in the haze. We pulse in the haze. Pulse in the haze. We pulse in the haze. Higher now. We pulse in the haze. Floating above the street, silent strength in the smoke. Keep the wind to myself, under the canopy. And
Just breathe.
exhale a cloud that tastes like the violet sky. Standing where the air turns thin and sweet, I watch the pulse. No weight in my boots, just gravity letting go. The water on the pavement reflects a new spectrum. I used to run until my heart felt like Flint. Now I just sit and let the cadence find me, watching the tide of people drift and dissolve. Everything is right where it needs to be. I am a witness to the stillness of the turning world. No more chasing the ghosts of a busy mind. Just this open lung, this panoramic peace. Elevation, higher than the noise. Let the rhythm settle in the marrow of the bone. Neon in my lungs. Neon in my lungs. Neon in my lungs. See the map of every step I ever took. Roots stretching through the dark to find this view. The bitter moments turn to wine into aging. I recognize the pattern in the chaotic flow. Every mistake was just a brushstroke on the canvas. Now the picture is wide, edge to edge, infinite. The horizon doesn't feel like a finish line anymore. It's a soft curve where the spirit meets the blue. I find the harmony between the pulse and the pause. Confident the way the wind carries my name. A quiet gratitude for the breath in the bone. Accepting the change as the leaves begin to turn. I am the ocean and the drop all at once. All at once. Floating in the grace of the slow climb. Everything is luminous from this height. Neon in my lungs. Just breathe in my lungs. Purple. We move in silence. Purple horizon haze. Purple horizon haze. Purple horizon tint. Purple horizon tint. Purple horizon haze. Purple horizon tint. Watch out, a purple horizon tint falling down. Hear how the money is calling down. Hear how the money is calling. Sky fist. Purple horizon haze. Purple horizon tint, tint. Purple horizon tint, tint. I stirred a pot in the kitchen. 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 I count the paper in bundles. I count the paper in bundles. I drive the coupe through the city. I drive the coupe through the city. I wear the silk and it's foreign. I keep the haters all boring. I make the move with no talking. I make the move with no talking. Facts. Purple horizon haze. Purple horizon tint. Purple horizon tint. Purple horizon haze. Purple horizon tint. Watch out, a purple horizon tint falling down. Hear how the money is calling down. Hear how the money is calling. Sky fist. Purple horizon haze. Purple horizon tint, tint. Purple horizon tint, tint. Purple horizon tint. We run the town with no effort. 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 I see the view from the penthouse. 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 Smoke in the air and it's drifting. Level is constantly shifting. I do the work in the silence. I keep the peace with no violence. Clouds in the air, high in the chair. smoke in the lungs, money in tons. Sky is the hue, nothing is new, nothing is new. Haze in the sky, tint on the glass, purple horizon tint, purple horizon tint. Yeah, we gone. I am looking at the water. The buildings are very tall. I have a plan for later, but now I am just sitting. But now I am just sitting. Velvet nights, we move slow. 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 Feels like a blanket. People are walking below us. They are going somewhere else. They are going somewhere fast. I am staying right here. Velvet nights, we move slow. 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 It is very quiet now. The sky is a dark blue. We are just waiting.